Ho, 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 and Merry Christmas. It is Christmas Eve 2020. Tomorrow, Christmas 2020. I hope you're doing well this evening. All of you in Covina, all of you in Union City, all of our clients and our staff of MOS and MCYF. Merry COVID Christmas. Well, it's different, isn't it? It's going to be a very different Christmas, I think, for all of us. It's not going to be the same without my family here. It's not going to be the same without my friends. And it's just not going to be the same with cooking a big ham and having no one here to eat it. So, should be a COVID Christmas 2020. Anyway, I'm going to get right to the news. First of all, as you know, there was a robocall today, which indicates that we did have a positive staff member in Union City. So just to summarize, we've got a number of staff members out in both Covina and Union City who are in various stages of recovery and quarantine and isolation. Please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. And we've had, of course, a few residents who have tested positive, and so please keep them in your thoughts and prayers as well. All right, I'm going to get on to another piece of news, and I've had a lot of questions about what's happening with this vaccine that you keep promising us. Well, let me give you everything I know. Unfortunately, even though we are in Group 1A, we are just down a little bit from the acute care hospitals. And the number of vaccines that we have been promised in this state just weren't delivered. And so there just have not been enough vaccines to get down to us yet. And so it started with the acute care hospitals. Many of them have received their allotments, and many of them have been vaccinated, which is great because they're our front line. And then, of course, next is going to be skilled nursing, and we're working hard to make sure that our Lorber residents and our Lorber staff is vaccinated by next week, and we're working on that. And of course, then there is what we call the RCFE. The RCFE is the independent and assisted living in Covina and in Union City. Now, the state has not released the vaccines yet for that. They just don't have enough vaccines to go around. And so we will be meeting next week, and we will continue to apply as much pressure as we possibly can. I can tell you that I have been in contact with one of the one of the U.S. congressman's offices. I have been in contact with the counties, and I have been in contact with our state associations, both Leading Age and CALA. And we're working very hard, and we are fighting to get these vaccines to all of our staff and all of our residents as quickly as possible. So I'm not giving up that fight, and as I said, I wish I could today give you the present I wanted to give you, which was a definitive date and a time when you would be getting your vaccination, but I just can't today. So I can't be the Santa I wanted to be. And I will tell you, though, as we move forward through this holiday season, we need to be incredibly careful and incredibly cautious. Remember, I promise you, we're gonna celebrate Christmas in July this year. We're gonna celebrate the holidays, but we're gonna celebrate when we can go back to being together and not worrying about this COVID, which we should have by the summer, and I promise you we'll have a big celebration for it. But until then, please exercise that caution. Follow your county guidelines, follow your state guidelines. Make sure that you're doing all the things that you need to do, everything that they're asking you to do. And remember, I mean, the key fundamentals here are continue to keep that safe distance, open a window even. Make sure you wash your hands, always wear your mask, and be especially careful if you're sharing a meal. Remember, you need to keep that distance, and you need to keep the air circulating, and you need to just be incredibly careful. So the mask, wash your hands, keep your social distance, okay? All those things will help us get through until the vaccine is here. So please have a very, very Merry Christmas. And I will be back to you next week, and hopefully I will have some news, and maybe I can wear my Santa hat again, and maybe it'll be the type of news that I've been wanting to deliver for weeks now about the vaccine. All right, so please have a healthy, happy, safe COVID Christmas this year, because I'm hoping we don't have another COVID Christmas. You're only going to get to celebrate this COVID Christmas once, okay? And so God bless to you and to your families. And I'm so proud of each and every one of you for all the work you've done this year, for all the sacrifices you've made. And please have a safe holiday season. Good night.